It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at call clickgrainger.com for the ones who get it done.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today. And it is time. The World Junior Gold Medal game is upon us. It is beginning here in just a couple of minutes between Sweden and Czechia. It's going to be a very exciting one here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live commentary stream. First off, let's talk about how both sides got here. Starting off on Team Sweden's side, they defeated Latvia in the quarterfinals, won Group A, and moved on to defeat Team Finland last night in the semifinals in a shootout. Anton Frondell with the shootout winning goal in that game. And they move on to the gold medal game here to face off against Czechia, who faced another similar path where the Czechs took down Switzerland in the opening qualifier, and then also took down the mighty Team Canada, and they are now here in the final. Here's a fun thing about this final, and it's the first time since 2017 where Canada or the United States are not going to be in the final. So it's been a long time since either of these teams have been in the final, or that neither of those teams have been in the final necessarily. And it is a medal that is up for grabs here for two countries that has not won one in a while. You look at Team Sweden's side of things. They only have one medal in 41 years. They have had a rough go of things here over the last while of World Juniors. Only 2 World Junior gold medals over the 50 tournaments that they have participated in. On the other side, Czechia. They won back-to-back gold medals in 2000 and 2001. Ever since then, they have won nothing. They have won nothing since then in terms of a gold medal. So it's a gold medal up for grabs here that is going to break a drought for a certain team. You look at the starting goaltenders here for both sides. Love Herenstam is in net for Sweden. Put up a phenomenal game in the semifinals. And on the other side for Czechia, Mikhail Orsurlak gets in here once again for his second game in Watch with Nordic commentary history. And we are getting ready to get started here for the gold medal game in just a moment. The teams are now entering onto the ice. Thank you all so much for tuning in and tuning into my commentary stream. I know there's a lot of people who are also streaming this game as well alongside me. So I appreciate all of you guys for choosing my commentary stream and tuning into mine here as we get ready for the start of the first period in just a moment here. What's up, JJ? Right on time? I know, man. Good to see you, bro. Sorry about your loss earlier against Team Canada in the finals. Or in the bronze medal game, I should say. I apologize. And now the two teams come out here onto the ice, and we get ready for puck drop in just a moment from the respective sides. They will take the blue lines and do their little warm-up things and all that good stuff. So we'll get ready for the start in just a moment. Starting lineup here for both sides. Votek Sahar, Peter Sikora, Vaclav Nestrasil against Figber and Juracek are the players who are starting for Czechia. In for Sweden, Anton Frondell, Linus Eriksson, and Victor Eklund are the three that are starting off in the forward core. Karel and Celine Wallenius will start for Sweden. And it is Orsurlak versus Herenstam here in the nets against each other. Guess who slept the bronze game? Ah, poor man. Sorry, bro. It's okay. I mean, he didn't really miss much. Finland didn't play that great and they lost. So, yeah. All right. And we are basically ready to get started here in just a moment with the gold medal game. Showing off the referees. You have 2 Canadian referees and 2 Finnish referees here as well. Some of them were here for the gold medal game, for the semifinal games, of course. And starting goaltenders for both sides, Mikhail Orsurlak, who has started in 4 World Junior games this tournament, 3-1 with an .860 save percentage on the other side. Love Herenstam, undefeated in these World Junior Championships with a .906 save percentage. One team has not won a gold medal in nearly 20 years. The other only has 2 in the history of this tournament. It is the gold medal game for the World Junior U20 Championship between Team Sweden and Team Czechia. It is Frondell versus Sakura. Here we go, the gold medal game, and we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Swedes. They'll play it back in their own zone. Celine Wallenius regrouping here. What's this high-class stuff? We got wardrobe changes. I took a shower. Here in the Czechia zone, Czechs are moving the puck around now in their own end. Through the zone now, Figerber will dump that one into the Sweden zone. It's an icing against the Czechs to open up. You look at both sides here. Czechia, they play that physical style, but they always have guys who can get under your skin and score goals. That's what they're mostly known for. On the other side, Sweden, they have a loaded top 6, great depth, and a dangerous power play. See ya, Bond. Thank you for coming in to like. I appreciate it, man. All right, face-off here in the Czechia zone, won by the Swedes. Shot on net. Hit the post from Celine Wallenius. Huge chance there. Frondella shot. He fans on the puck. And now Czechia takes it back the other way. Sahar will dump that one here into the Sweden zone. Back down low then for Wallenius, who will regroup with the puck as the Czechs get a line change. Celine Wallenius moves it into the zone. Sweden will bank that one down low here in the corner. Down low here now on the right side. It's Viggo Bjork trying to move that puck. He had 5 breakaways in overtime in the shootout in the previous semifinal. He's hoping to connect here tonight. Czechia steals the puck back. Curran will move that one through the zone. Had 3 points in the game against Canada just 24 hours ago. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Czechia zone. The Czechs will regroup here in their own end. Behind the net now, Radim Murtka banks that one off the boards now. Taken back then with speed, Galvis. Galvis breaks it into the zone now in the corner. Pass in front, saved by Herenstam, who makes the stop there, denying the pass in front. And now back in the Czechia zone. No shots so far. 18:30 to go in the first period of the World Junior Gold Medal game. Down low here in the corner, Sweden with the puck. Bank back out to center, stolen back then by the Czechs. Into the zone now, Novotny will circle back around past the center. They jab at that puck. And stolen back then by the Swedes. Here's Jack Berglund now off the boards for Lucas Pettersson, who draws back into the lineup after being sick during the semifinal game. Down low now in the corner, Pettersson trying to pick up that puck. Down low into reach for it is Frij, who was a very active defenseman in the semifinal game. Into the zone now off the bench is Wilson Bjork, who is also in this game as well. Cleared back down low now into the Sweden zone. Celine Wallenius, who we will see a lot here in this game. He's been the quarterback for Sweden throughout this tournament. Czechs break it into the zone. Down low now in the corner, trying to move that puck is Klima. Klima up to the point. Into the zone, Juracek looks, shoots it, and goes wide of Herenstam. Czechs get it back at the point. Juracek, another shot, goes just wide of the Sweden goaltender. And now battling forward here in the corner is Dransak. Trying to get that one free, battling forward with Celine Wallenius. Down low, Klima. Banked off the boards, then Sweden will steal it back and clear out to center. Playing against this Czech team, it's all about not letting them get under your skin. They play that style, and it worked under the Canadians, but it cannot work under the Swedes if the Swedes want to win the World Junior Gold. Down low here in the Czechia zone, the Czechs will regroup. Galvis will try and bank that one off the boards. He'll do so successfully. Back into the Sweden zone. Swedes will take it back and regroup. A lot of back and forth action. Shots are 2-0 here in favor of Czechia. And it is 0-0 here in the gold medal game. Murtka clears it around now behind the net. Puck will slide back out to center. Through the neutral zone now, dumped in by Boumediene. Stolen back by the Czechs in their own zone. Murtka behind his own net will give it back for Galvis. Czechia here regrouping in their own end. Banked off the boards and all the way back into the Sweden zone. Hawkinson tried to move that puck around, stolen back then by the Czechs. Swedes get it back. We'll bank that one up and out of the zone. Down low now, Genborg goes back to regroup. Frey will ring that one around the right side. Played up then for Ivar Stenberg. Stolen back by the Czechs. And now the other way through the neutral zone is Benek, who had a goal in yesterday's game. Swedes trying to break it into the zone. Cleared back down low, just wide of Ursulak. Backhanded down low in the corner. Genborg being tied up then by the likes of Pasenica. Down low behind the Czechia net. Czechs trying to play it out of their own zone. A lot of back and forth action here in this first period through the zone on Novotny. Novotny loops around. Pass over then into the zone. A shot. And a huge chance there by Fibiger is denied. Fibiger, rebound play there is blocked with a Sweden stick. Now down low in the corner. Salim Wallenius trying to get to that one. Back down low then is Carroll. Cleared out to center. Sweden regrouping here in their own end, taking some time to regroup and assert what they want to do next here. 14:37 left to go. The Swedes and the Czechs are tied at 0 apiece here in the opening period. Ursulak to the right side. Czechs steal it back. They will clear out to center. Into the zone. Kubiesa gets hit then. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Here they come the other way with speed. It's Krantz. Shoots it. Saved by Ursulak. And down low now in the corner. Picked back up then by Juracek, who will battle for it down low with Pettersson. Galvis. Through the zone. The Czechs will break it into the neutral zone. Right side now, it's Tittlebach, who gets broken up now and then forced to go down low in the corner. Time winding down in this first period. We knew it would be a close game for sure, and that's what it's been. Behind the Czechia net. Trying to play that one off the boards. Pass in front. And a near turnover there for Eric Nilsson, who nearly had a 1-0 breakaway. Swedes have it in the Czech zone. Frey to the right side. Hawkinson a shot. Blocked. Rebounds in front. Goes just wide of the Czechia net. And now they'll get it back and take it the other way. Czechia battling for that puck. They dump it here into the Swede zone. Herenstam out of his own net to play that one around. Czechs will dump it down low. Behind the net, pass to center is broken up then by Sweden. And they'll regroup here in their own end as well. Almost halfway through the first period, 13 minutes to go. Still 0-0. Frey clears it around to Hawkinson here in the Sweden zone. Racing forward with speed now the other way is Eklund. Eklund pass to Frondell. Frondell moves in, shoots it, tipped in front. And it goes up and out of play. 2-1 Czechia are the shots. We will head to our first commercial break. And it is 0-0 here in the gold medal games. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it as we're trying to get to 5K subscribers. We're nearly at 4,200. We are 12 away from that milestone. So here in the first period, scoreless. We knew it would be a close game for sure. There was no denying that. That was definite. And again, these two teams have battled it out here pretty good so far. Tentative start here for both sides is what the broadcast in front of me here is saying. Face-off coming here in the Czechia zone as Sweden, with a good chance in front, was tipped up into the air and out of play. Shots are 2 apiece here through 8 minutes of play in this first period. You see some Czechia fans in the stands waving their flags. And that was what we saw yesterday in this building as well. Here come the Czechs, who bang it out to center. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Down low into the zone. Eriksson over them for Eklund. A shot at backhand there by Frondell. It goes up and out of play. A big save by Ursulak on Victor Eklund. Showing off Anton Frondell here from Tranxen, Sweden. Playing in Djurgårdens. Was a third overall pick by the Chicago Blackhawks. Scored the shootout winning goal a little over 24 hours ago to win Sweden the semifinal game and get them to where they are right now. Face-off coming here now in the Czechia zone. Eriksson taking the draw now against Hook. Sweden takes it back in front. Shot on net is denied there by Ursulak. Rebound was there. Kept in the zone by Sweden. Eriksson shoots it and denied there by Ursulak. Eriksson gets it back on the right side. Fed back up to the point. Salim Milanius a shot. Save rebound is just tipped wide. Bank back up to the point. Carroll's will shoot that one in. And denied there by Ursulak once again. And I imagine it's going to be one of those games where the goaltenders put on a show. And there's very few goals. Again, I understand that in a lot of the games that I've done so far here in this World Junior Championship, it's been a lot of high-scoring affairs. That's what these tournaments are a lot of the time. But typically in games like this, you do not see a lot of goals, especially in a gold medal game like this. Face-off here in the Czechia zone. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Swedes. Face-off won by Czechia. Down low in their own corner now. Picking it up is Murko, who will clear out to center. Swedes will take it back. Down low here in the Sweden zone. Salim Milanius will take it back to regroup. Pass all the way over then for Genberg. Turnover forced by the Czechs. Here they come the other way. Deking into the zone then as Dransak pass in front. And denied by Herenstam. And a costly turnover there by Sweden. Could have went the other way. Fortunately, it did not for them. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And a save there by Dransak on Herenstam. Shots are 5-3 in favor of Sweden. They just updated their shooting totals here. Banked out to center. Sweden battling for that puck in the neutral zone. Czechia steals it back. It's Sahar, who has been phenomenal in this tournament. He's an LA Kings prospect. Sweden steals that puck back now and clears out to center. Racing for it with speed. Stolen back then by the Czechs. Sahar off the boards then to Sakura. Sakura will deke into the zone. Hit off the puck. Now Krantz will feed it to center. And battling for that puck is Nilsson, who steals the stick of Wojtek Sahar. And that's a penalty. Yeah, he just pulled Sahar's stick away. I really don't know if I've ever seen that before. I'm not going to lie to you. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's against Ivar Stenberg, who will head to the box. He's kind of questioning everything right now. He's like, what? What's happening? And we're going to see Czechia head to the power play here now. And a first power play of the game as Stenberg, funny enough, took away Sahar's stick. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to take that. Thank you very much. As he dropped his own. And that's a tough one. So Czechia power play here coming up. Stenberg penalty for holding the stick. That is an IIHF and an NHL rule. And as a result, Czechia will go on the power play. Their power play ranks 4th amongst all teams in this tournament. They start off by being dumped into the Czechia zone. Now they'll break it back the other way. Dumped in then by Benek. Down low here in the corner. Battling for it then is Curran. Fed back up to the point. Here's Nieminen. Down low, Curran. To the point to Juracek. Juracek to Benek. Benek shoots it. Goes wide of Herenstam and back down low to the corner. Czechia gets it back behind the net. Novotny. Right side to Benek. Benek over then. Shot! Blocked off of the stick of Boumediene. Picked up then by the Czechs once again into the zone. A shot! Denied there, and Nestor still with a huge chance. Goes wide. Halfway through the power play already, nearly halfway through the first period. 0-0's the score. Juracek to Benek. Benek shoots it. Goes wide of Aronstam. At the point, Nestor still will hold the puck here for the Czechs. Pass to center. Battling for that one then is Curran and cleared by the Swedes. Shots are 5-4 here in favor of Sweden. Here come the Czechs through the zone. Cleared down low, banked off the boards then by Salim Milenius and cleared all the way down into the Czechia zone. Here's Galvis. Right side then to Kubiesa. Sikora. Down low here in the corner. Czechia can't move that puck in time. Novotny will battle for it now in the corner. Trying to get that one free as Salim Milenius was battling for that puck as well. Galvis at the point. Time winding down on the power play. Czechia moves in. Deeks around. Shoots it. Save. Rebounds in front there for Sahar. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Kept in by the Czechs. Power play is over. Galvis battles for it. Stolen back then by Stenberg. Out of the box. Loses the puck. And the Czechs are forced to regroup in their own zone. Good kill by the Swedes. Sikora. Back down low then for Klima. Behind the net then down low. Tittlebach will throw that one up to the point. Czechia has it. Galvis fires it. Saved by Herenstam. Banked off the boards. And cleared back down low to the corner. Sweden trying to break that puck out the other way. Banked off the boards then by Pettersson. Slides into the Czechia zone. And that will be an icing against the Swedes. 8:36 left to go in the first period. Most points by a D-man in a single season by Czechia. Thomas Galvis ranks number 1. Impressive. With 9 points, undrafted in Thomas Galvis, of course. So huge shout out to him. Just compared him to Lane Hudson on the broadcast is what I just heard. If I read that correctly, which is a interesting assessment. 8:36 left to go in the first period. Face-off won by the Czechs. They'll keep it in the zone. Behind the net now, battling for that puck is Tittlebach. Czechia has been pressuring here these last couple minutes. They've been the better team by far. Scramble forward here in front of the net. And Herenstam's pushed into his own net. Now cleared back now behind the net. Sweden regroups in their own zone. Through center. And down the right side is Berglund. Berglund dekes in, trying to get a backhand on. Too many Czechs to control the puck. Pulling back then by Czechia. Cleared out to center. Dumped into the zone then by Sweden. Battling forward here in the corner with the puck is Genborg. Stolen back then by Czechia, who will clear it out to center. Benek. Battling for it. Stolen back then by the Swedes, who will regroup now in their own end. Shots are 5-5 apiece here in the opening period. Here's Ivar Stenberg. Pass back. Down low then in the corner. Battling for it is Viggo Bjork. Stenberg gets knocked down to the ground. Czechia steals it back. Here they come the other way. 2-on-2. Broken off the puck. Now Sweden the other way. 3-on-2. Bjork. Stenberg. Stenberg to Bjork. Shoots it. Saved by Ursulak. If that even got on. Here's Salim Milenius. Pass over then for Stenberg. Comes out of the zone and they're forced to regroup. A timely block there by the Czechs. Into the zone. Tittlebach dekes around. What a move. And loses the puck then to Milenius. Gets knocked down to the ground. And now picked up down low by Carroll. Carroll to the neutral zone. Bjork intercepted. Back into the Czechia zone. The Czechs will regroup now on their own end. Cleared back into the Sweden zone and trying to move that puck is Hoke. Played all the way back into the Czechia zone here. Now battling for it down low is Wilson Bjork. On the right side, it's cleared out to center. 2-on-2 for the Czechs. Stolen back then by the Swedes very, very quickly. Boumediene will send that one out of play, and that might be a penalty. And it will be. Sasha Boumediene, a Winnipeg Jets prospect, takes a minor penalty, and the Czechs are back to the power play here in the gold medal game. And again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it here. Thank you all for your support through these World Junior Championships coverage so far. I greatly appreciate it. And still in commercial break here. Apologies if I mispronounced any of the names, of course. All right. So a Sweden penalty here, as Saka Boumediene is taking a delay of game call as he tried to dump the puck all the way up then for Nilsson. And he did not touch any of the glass. It did not go the way he wanted it to. And as a result, Czechia will get their second power play here of the game. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Swedes. No goals so far. We knew this would be a close game. Bjork will take the draw here now against Sakura. Face-off won by the Czechs. Galvis on the right side, fed up to the point. Czechs get it back, Sakura. Down low to Kubiesa. Kubiesa now regroups with the puck, fed back up to the point. Galvis to Kubiesa. Back to Galvis here at the point. To Sakura. Sakura shoots it. Goes wide. Kubiesa picks it back up. Galvis to Sakura's shot. Blocked and cleared. What a block by Celine Wallenius. And that's called putting your body on the line. He is limping over to the bench, but seems to be okay. And that is what you call a hockey player. What's up, Winter Dog? Welcome to the stream. Saved by Herenstam on a Czechia chance in front. They're talking to Celine Wallenius here on the bench, seeing if he's okay. And yeah, again, I mean, you look at hockey players, they take block shots all the time, and especially in a game like this, that shot must have hurt for Celine Wallenius. And he was like screaming from the camera angle we could see. He seems to be okay on the bench, but that is the guy who's a power play quarterback for this team. Puck slides out of the zone now. Here come the Czechs the other way. Stolen back by the Swedes. Here they come through the zone. Shorthanded. Into the zone is Bjork. In front. A backhand denied by Ursulak. Delayed penalty now against the Czechs. Penalty for it down low. They score! How? From behind the net. What the heck just happened? Sweden leads 1-0 on a delayed penalty call. It's Justovara. I looked away from my screen for a split second, and that's a prime example of how things can change very fast. Wow. Pass at the goal line. Justovara tucks it in on a empty Ursulak, who did not know where the puck was. And it's Kasper Justovara from Berglund from down low. And Sweden takes a 1-0 lead here on the delayed penalty call. And the referee is talking to the Sweden coach here. And they were asking what's going to happen with the delayed penalty. That's why they were talking to the referees. But what a sequence. Again, there was a penalty at the beginning of the play on Kustavara. But then he gets rewarded anyway for a goal. So I guess he's fine with that and would rather that over a power play, I'm sure. And Jack Berglund, phenomenal player. Face off here at center ice. Czechs are still in the power play here for 50 seconds. They now find themselves trailing 1-0 here in this gold medal game. Cleared back out to center. Galvis dekes into the zone, gets knocked off the puck, and now the Swedes take it back the other way. It's Bjork battling for it. He wins the battle down low here now in the corner. Gets tied up by 3 Czechs. As time winds down here on the Czechia power play, 20 seconds to go. Czechs hold the puck in their own end. Stolen back then by the Czechs, who shoot it in there on Harenstam. It goes wide. 10 seconds to go here on the power play. Banked off the boards, now back out to center and cleared down low then by the likes of Hawkinson, and that will do it for the Czechia power play. Shots are 7-5 here in favor of Sweden in this opening period. And the Czechs find themselves trailing. Here they come into the zone. Klima shoots it and blocked. Another broken stick. Thrown back up to the point. Czechia here on the right side. Shot on net. Goes down low now to the corner. Off the boards, trying to clear that one was Orquist. And dumped all the way back into the Czechia zone for an icing. Shots are 7-5 Sweden here in this first period. .341 left to go. That's a it does sound like a Finnish last name. Face off here, won by the Czechs. Shot is blocked in their own zone. Another chance goes wide of Harenstam. Now taking the puck is Karel. Off the boards now then through the neutral zone is Pettersson. Pettersson back over then for Krantz. Can't get that puck in time. Danielson will battle for that one as well, who is the 13th forward here tonight for Sweden. Banked out to center. Here is Berglund. Berglund to Kustavara. Shoots it wide of the net. Now down low, Pettersson. Cleared down low. Racing for that puck with speed then is Genborg. Sweden trying to keep that one in the zone. It goes out. Delayed offsides against the Swedes. 3 minutes to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Sweden here in the gold medal game. Czechia takes it back into the zone. Stolen off the boards then. And here come the Czechs the other way with speed. Broken up then by Czechia. Through the neutral zone, trying to bring that one in with speed was Klima, and he was knocked down to the ground. Now down low in the corner. Klima gets it back. Intercepted then by the Swedes, who try to bank that one out to center. Stolen back by the Czechs. Shot save. Rebound is there, and they can't get that one on. Here come the Swedes the other way. Boumediene brings it up then for Bjork. Bjork to Genborg in front to Stenberg, who can't get the shot on. Czechia steals it out to center. Kubiesa. Over then for Drancek. Down low now, bouncing puck here in the corner. Drancek clears it around to the point. Kept in then by Murtka. Sweden and Czechia battling forward here at the goal line. Puck comes out to center ice. Drancek trying to dump that one down low. Hawkinson for Frey. And then at 45 to go here in the first period. Into the zone, it's Eklund. Shoots it. And that one's denied. Down low here in the corner. Last 90 seconds of this first period. Down low now in the corner. Frondell pass in front. And nobody is there. Fed up to the point then. Frey shoots it. Save. Rebounds there. And they could not tuck it. Down low, Eklund battling for that puck. Fighting with Murtka to the point to Frey. Frey Over then for Orquist. To Freya shot. Blocked. Rebounds there in front. And Ursulak makes the stop. Down low here in the corner now. Eriksson battling for it. Eklund. Down low to Frondell. Anton Frondell. Last minute of play in the first period. Frey shoots it. And it goes up and out of play. And with 55 seconds to go, we will head to commercial break. It is 1-0 Sweden here in the gold medal game in the World Junior Championship. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. What a game this has been. All right. Plug in my one computer. Got the lineups here next to me. That's something I didn't have yesterday. I should have planned better and pulled that up instead of the actual IIHF lines. So I can see all the numbers on one screen. So we'll be back on Thursday for Canucks versus Red Wings, followed by Blue Jackets versus Golden Knights. And that'll be our broadcast for Thursday. I haven't decided if Wednesday will be one yet. If we do one Wednesday, it'll be the 10:30 matchup between the LA Kings and the San Jose Sharks. But I have not decided yet whether or not I want to do that one. We will see. Face-off coming up here now in the Czechia zone. 55 seconds left to play. Shots are 8-6 in favor of Sweden. Eriksson now taking the draw against Curran. Face-off won by the Swedes. Battling for it here now in the corner is Juracek. Down low. Trying to jab that one free under a Swede skate as the time kicks down. Eklund up to the point. Salim Wallenius is back on the ice. Now Frondell feeds a pass to center. Stolen back in by the Czechs. Here they come the other way. 30 seconds to go into the zone. Sahar. Pass to center is blocked by Carroll. Time winds down even further in this opening period. Czechia trying to get it free. They will do so successfully. Banked out to center. At the point of shot. Blocked in front. Rebound there on Herenstam. Down low to the corner. 10 seconds left to play. Puck will slide back into the Czechia zone. And not enough for an icing. And that will pretty much do it here for the opening period of play in the 2026 World Junior Gold Medal game. So 20 minutes of books. A goal from Kasper Justavara makes it a 1-0 lead here for Sweden after 20 minutes of play. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily. Do I think the Jets get McKenna? It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell if that's even going to be the last place team. But yeah, they've been very rough. Like, Winnipeg being bad has really surprised me with how bad they've been. It's been shocking. So we'll see if that changes here in this second half of the season. But yeah, the Jets, they've been really bad. And like, I wish I could be nicer about it, but no, they've been just absolutely terrible. There's really no denying it, to be honest with you. So Kasper Justavara with the opening goal from Jack Berglund. And it's a 1-0 lead here for Sweden here in the World Junior Championships. So 20 minutes in the books. Sweden with a 1-0 lead. Still a little bit too early to tell what the rest of the game will entail, but a great period nonetheless by the Swedes. Czechs played very well, too. It was a very well-played first period. And it was off of a delayed penalty call that gave Sweden the goal. Ovechkin broke another record. Most goals, most home games with a goal, of course. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. We are done the first period. Shots are 10-6 in favor of Sweden is what I read here on my chart. All right. Just listen to Peter Sakura basically just say, ChatGPT generated things. We got to get better. We got to get better. Yes, you do. All right. Anyone else notice how many broken sticks this tournament's had? Yeah, I watching a lot of the games, a lot of sticks are just shattering very easily. And I really don't know what it is. Like, is it like luck? Or, I mean, is it just an inconvenience? Is it bad luck? Like, I really don't understand why it's happening so much. That's my thing with it. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I agree. There has been a lot more of it for sure. $500 per stick, probably, to make them. Probably more. That's like, it's like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars just going down the drain. All right. I like a thing here on my nose that keeps itching. Thank you all for the support on the Canada Finland bronze medal game. It was my most popular game in Watch of Nordic history. And most viewed stream in actually my channel's history, which is crazy too. So thank you guys so much for that. Yes, sir. We'll be live Thursday for more games as well. I know I say that 1,000 times per stream. Somebody pointed it out once. I know that. I just want to get it across. Breaking records like Ovechkin. Yep. Hey, bro. Got to keep on going anyway. Got to keep on going regardless of breaking records or not. Whether there's 100 people in here or only 14. Got to keep on going. I got another extension video that I got to make after this. Going to make a World Junior. Well, first off, first thing I'm doing, as soon as I'm done this, I'm canceling my Fubo TV subscription. Let's get that pulled up and ready, actually. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm canceling my subscription for this because it makes me pay freaking... It makes me pay $50 a month for this Fubo subscription. I'm pulling it up here so I can just end my freaking subscription. But I can't even find it. All right. There you go. I got it pulled up, ready to cancel as soon as my stream ends. All right. Okay. I mean, it's $50. Like, it's not that crazy. But after the month expires, it's like $80. And I'm like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like paying that. So, just after this game's over, I'm just going to cancel it right away. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'll live. So. All right, still here in the first intermission of this game. They're just talking about the Canada game currently. I'm lucky they show this game in your national TV. Lucky you. I have to pay a freaking subscription for it because the United States don't care about hockey. All right, we'll be back for the second period here in a little bit. Oh my gosh. All right, still here, first intermission. Almost time for the second in a little bit. Sports should be free for everyone. Yes, but sadly they won't be because we got to make money off of everything. Imagine how easy it would be to grow everything. To grow all these different sports if everything was free. But no. Everything's got to cost money. I mean, what do we expect? Why are we surprised about that fact? It's how the world works. Especially if your country is in it. Yeah, for sure. Thing is, though, is like when you have to see some of these things, you have to pay a subscription. Like, it's on a channel where you have to pay a subscription for. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, I have to pay a certain thing to get NHL Network, which is what the World Juniors are on. And it's not even an NHL Network broadcast. It's TSN. All righty, let's get ready here for the start of the second period. Everything was different in the 90s. Yeah, I know. All right, first period recap. Only goal was scored by Kasper Justovara, which make it a 1-0 lead here, shorthanded for Sweden, assisted by Jack Berglund, as we get ready for the start of the second period in the World Junior Gold Medal game. All right. They're talking about what the Swedes are getting the Czechs to do, that the Czechs did it, that the Canadians could not, and they brought up how they're staying disciplined, they're blocking shots, they're corralling the puck. Canada didn't do a lot of that, and they're talking about that here as a prime example of why they didn't win last night. Okay, the second period of the World Junior Gold Medal game is officially underway. Face-off won here by Sweden. They will come back and play it now in their own zone. It's Salim Wallenius off the boards then for Eklund. Down low now, Eklund into the zone. Frondell shoots it, and it goes wide. Here's Carell now, who will dump it into the Czechia zone. Orsurlak will make the save. Played back then for the Czechs. Nestrasil through the zone, deking it in. A shot there from Sakura is denied. Down low in the corner, trying to play it back to center, and puck will slide in on Herenstam, and he will make the save. And we got some pushing and shoving here now. Face-off coming here now. Inside of the Sweden zone. Shots are 10-7 in favor of the Czechs. Face-off here won by the Swedes. Ivar Stenberg up then with Genborg, who will dump that one into the zone. Down low here now in the corner. Stenberg in front then. Bjork a shot. In a Ursurlak, they'll jab at that puck. Puck slides back up to the point, and nobody is there to keep that one in. They will come back now and regroup in their own zones. It's Saka Boumediene. Boumediene here will bring it through center. Drops it back then for Stenberg, who will clear that one around behind the net. In the corner, Bjork. Pass in front. Stenberg hit the post. Huge chance for Ivar Stenberg, and they cannot connect. Stenberg battling forward again now in the corner. Gets tied up there by Murtka. Now behind the net. Man will play that puck all the way around and back into the Sweden zone, and it will be an icing. And some great battles here by Sweden. Again, they're playing a lot better than Canada did yesterday, and they're corralling the puck. They're moving it around the Czechs. They're blocking shots. Canada didn't do any of that last game. And that's the biggest reason why you're seeing Sweden here kind of give it to the Czechs in a way. Face off here in the Czech zone. Berglund. Down low here now below the goal line. Berglund behind that wraparound pass. Nobody is there. And taken back then by Novotny. Czechs trying to move it the other way. Stolen back then with speed is a nice player there by Krantz. And the Czechs will dump it back into the Sweden zone. Salim Wallenius, who took a big block shot in the opening period, will move that one through center. Wallenius in. Shoots it. Save there by Ursurlak. Czechs regroup with the puck. On the right side, stolen back then by the Swedes. Berglund moves to center. Will clear that one down low. Czechs trying to get it back. Puck will slide back into the Sweden end. Off the boards, Boumediene will bank it out to center. Puck comes back, and the Czechs will battle forward here, and a whistle is blown for a hand pass. I have to sneeze. This is the first ever meeting these two teams have had in a World Junior game. Both these teams have 2 gold medals all time in World Junior tournaments, which is great because, again, you look at, this game and you see these two teams facing off against each other. It makes you excited because of the fact that you're going to see a new team here win a gold medal who hasn't won a gold medal in a long time. And I think that's great for the tournament overall. Maybe not viewership-wise. Obviously, Canada and the U.S. are far more superior viewership-wise. But, hey, here's Frondell now battling forward in the corner with Eklund. Down low, Eriksson will bank that one up to the point. Boumediene shoots it, tipped around now, down low in the corner. At the point now, Czechia will be forced out to center. Now Boumediene takes it back and will try and backhand that one down low. Czechia trying to break that one the other way. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Through the zone, Eriksson gets broken up then by Orquist. Orquist back to Boumediene, who we've seen before in commentary streams. We commentated a Boston University versus Penn State game last season. And Saka Boumediene was playing in that game for BU. .36 left to go in the second period. Face off. Eriksson here now against Curran. Face off won by the Swedes. Behind their own net now through the zone. It's Orquist banking it off the boards then for Eriksson. Drop back then for Boumediene, who will try and dump it down low. Taken back then by the Czechs. Nestrasil intercepted by Orquist. Pass out to center. Racing for it then is Bjork. And down low, Fibiger will bring it back then for Juracek. Nestrasil over then for the Sikora shot. Saved by Herenstam. And puck is cleared all the way down the other way. Shots are 11-8 here in favor of Sweden. Czechia's gotten their fair share of chances, but nothing definitive here in these last couple minutes especially. And it's a 1-0 hockey game here for Sweden. Clear back down low into the corner. Hawkinsons will throw that one around here. Back out to center, racing forward with speed then Genberg. Drop back to Bjork. Stolen back then by the Czechs. 3-on-2. Sakura clears it down low. Sweden will bank it off the boards then on the right side. Bjork to center now to Kustavara. Chip back down low, and Czechs will regroup here in their own net. Ursulak will bank that one off the boards. Back over then for the likes of Paledin. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Here they come into the zone. Bjork battling for it. Down low in the corner. Viggo Bjork feeds it up to the point. A shot goes wide of Ursulak, and the Czechs will try and clear. Kept in by the Swedes. It'll slide down low here in the Czechia zone. Stenberg battling for it now in the corner. Down in the corner now, Bjork battling for it with Mann. Trying to get that puck free at the point. Salim Elenius to Genborg, broken up. Here's Benek. Tried to flip that one ahead to center, stolen back quickly. And now into the zone, Ivar Stenberg. Stenberg circles around now. Backhand on net is blocked. And here come the Czechs the other way. Through the zone, Benek. Down the right side, gets knocked down low into the corner. And the Swedes, who are playing Czechia very well. Puck slides into the Czech zone. Ursulak will play it down low. Galvis. Through the zone now, Tittlebach. Tittlebach moves in, shoots it, deflected, and goes up and out of play. 14:08 left to go in the second period. Shots are 12-8. And again, like I love the way that Czechia is playing Sweden here. Or I love the way that Sweden's playing Czechia here. All right, face-off coming up here now once again in the Sweden zone. Won by the Czechs. They keep it in the zone. Moving to center now, back up to the point. Pasenica. Shot is blocked. Swedes pick it back up now. It's Pettersson. Trying to throw that one to center. Huge hit there at center. Now Pettersson drop back. Dump down low here into the Czechia zone. Galvis falls down low in the corner. Stolen back then by Pettersson. Lucas Pettersson feeds it up to the point. It's intercepted by the Czechs. Tittlebach drops it back. Novotny into the zone. Circles around. Looks. Shoots it. Goes wide. Galvis to Pasenica. Pasenica now behind the net. Trying to move that puck. We'll throw it down low here in the corner. Now Carroll picks it up for Sweden. Intercepted quickly there by the Czechs, and the Swedes get it right back. Again, they're there every single time. They are not giving the Czechs any room. Through the neutral zone now, it's Hoke who will dump that one down low. By the net, Carroll. Intercepted. Cleared down low by Novotny. Back out to center ice, and the Czechs will be forced to go on sides. And a too many men call here. Intercepted Klima, shot denied. Sorry, not too many men. Missed pass. I heard too many men on the broadcast. Here's Eriksson off the boards then for Eklund. Eklund trying to play that one to center, stolen back then by the Czechs, who dump it down low. Swedes have the puck here in their own end, trying to move it around. Turnover here now into the zone. Murka fires it off the post. Cleared back out to center. Fibiger will regroup with that puck. Juracek will clear that one down low. Battling for that puck is Kubiesa. Behind the net, Sweden trying to get it back. Huge chance there for Czechia. And Sweden is bailed out. At the point, Murka. Murka over a shot. What a save by Love Herenstam. Oh my goodness. What a stop. And the Czech pressure is coming. Herenstam keeps saying no. 12:07 to go. Sweden leads 1-0. Holy crap, what a stop by Herenstam. Jesus. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Okay. And the Czechia pressure keeps on going here. The Czechs are doing a good job at getting shots on and keeping that pressure. And a massive save by Love Herenstam, who has made some huge stop. How much time remaining? There is exactly, in this second period, 12:07 left to go. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone. The Czechs have been pressuring these last couple of minutes. Down low in the corner, Viggo Bjork will battle for that puck. Cleared around to the right side then, banked up the boards. And over then for Ivar Stenberg. Stenberg trying to regroup now with the puck, and delayed penalty here for Czechia. So 6-on-5 now here for the Swedes. And a delayed penalty for the Czechs. Into the zone, Berglund, pass over, intercepted. And the Czechs touch it. And here is a massive opportunity for Team Sweden. They will get a chance to go on the power play and possibly tie the game here. Or not tie the game. Take a 2-0 lead. And it's a interference penalty on Wojtek Sihar, who again has been incredible in this tournament for Czechia, but takes a costly penalty there. And yeah, that is not a pretty call, that's for sure. And Sahar does not agree with the penalty in the box. But regardless of whether he agrees with it or not, Sweden will be heading to the power play. Face off here in the Czechia zone. Sweden's power play ranks 3rd amongst all teams in this tournament. Eklund at the goal line to Stenberg. Stenberg shoots it, and it goes wide. Anton Frondell now down low, stolen back then by the Czechs, who will clear all the way down the other way. Sweden through center. Stenberg with speed. Dumps it down low then for Berglund. Berglund keeps the puck. Frondell at the point. Stenberg down low. Frondell denied by Osterlaken. Almost cleared, kept in though by the Swedes. Stenberg at the point. Frey. Frey to Stenberg. Waits to center. Denied. Block. Rebound. They score! Victor Eklund. Power play goal. And the Swedes are up by 2 here in the gold medal game. Victor Eklund left all alone, and you can see the energy from him after that. Wow. Victor Eklund, power play goal. What a play. What a sequence. Victor Eklund. It is 2-0. Huge goal for Victor Eklund. And the Swedes have a 2-0 lead here in the gold medal game, assisted by Jack Berglund. His 2nd assist of the night. And Ivar Stenberg, what do you know? Ivar Stenberg, another point here in this tournament. Czechia with the puck now. It's important they respond back and fast. Clear down low in the corner. Pasenica will shoot that one wide of Aronstam. At the point, Pasenica waits, fires it. Blocked now down low into the corner. Galvis trying to break that one free down low. Galvis looking to battle for that puck now on the right side as Sweden gets held off. Thomas Galvis. As again, Sweden has not given Czechia a lot of room whatsoever in this tournament. Here's Salim Wallenius. Will break that one now through center. Circles around now and asserts his options. Wallenius will regroup here in his own end. Back to Victor Eklund. Here's Victor Eklund through the neutral zone to Frondell. Frondell clears it down low. Pass in front. Nobody's there. Puck will slide all the way back into the Sweden zone. Halfway through the period, halfway through the game. Sweden with a 2-0 lead here on Czechia in the World Junior Gold Medal game. Here's Eklund, a shot, goes off the boards now to the point. And another chance by Boumediene is blocked in front. Eriksson, down low for Eklund, battling for it down with Frondell on the right side. Sweden gets it back. Orquist shoots it, blocked again. Czechia battling for that puck. Eklund will clear that one around now, back up to the point. Frondell tried to keep that one in, intercepted. And here comes Sweden down low in the corner. Bjork behind the net, wraparound chance, denied. Rebounds there on Osterlock, and it stays out. Hoke out to center, gets broken up then by the Swedes, and we get a whistle here as the puck went into the Czech bench for a brief moment. Victor Eklund. It's 2-0 Sweden here in the gold medal game. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to get to 5K subscribers by the end of 2026. Almost at 4,200. So Victor Eklund with the second goal. Kustavara with the other one as well. And Sweden finds themselves with a 2-0 lead here in the gold medal game. And if things go the way they want it to, they are a chance. They can win their third gold medal in this tournament's history. Eklund, 7 points in 7 games played, his second goal. Orquist wins the draw. Drop back then for Boumediene. Boumediene moves it through center, fires it, saved by Osterlach as the puck goes back down low to the corner. Czechia will clear out to center. Trying to regroup here now on their own end. Puck will come back out. Here come the Czechs. Through center, broken up then by the Swedes. Here's Genborg through the zone, past the center, one-on-one. Bjork shoots it, and it goes up and wide. Down low now, Genborg up to the point. Frey shoots it, down low, Stenberg pass in front, and Bjork nearly got a chance there to make it a 3-0 game, but it did not convert. Down low in the corner now, Sahar battling for that puck. Novotny will clear out to center. Racing forward is Frey, who will bank it off the boards. Now Czechia steals it back. Tittlebach off the boards and back in the corner. And a big blind-sided hit here, and that is going to be a penalty against Sweden. Oh, my Lord. And it's going to be Loke Krantz who will take a penalty here with 7 minutes to go in this second period. And Czechia, with another opportunity to get on the board here. Czechia power play coming up. It is Loke Krantz for interference. 0 for 2 with 2 shots is Czechia on the power play tonight. We'll see if they can move the needle here in this next half. Czechia off the draw. Sahar shoots it. Blocked. Regrouping now. Galvis over. Beseneca's shot. And that one goes up and out of play. Shots are 16-10 in favor of Sweden. And Sahar with a big chance there. Blocked in front by Orquist. And another chance for Gubiesa was blocked as well. And again, that's been a lot of what this has been. The Czechs would have a lot more shots if they were playing a different team, but Swedes, they're blocking all the shots that are coming their way. Face off here in the Sweden zone, won by the Czechs. A shot goes off the boards now to Sahar. Wojtek Sahar at the point to Galvis. Galvis to Sahar, a shot, blocked, rebound, denied. And all those chances don't even get on Herenstam. At the point, Sikora. Sikora down low. Back up at the point now. Galvis over to Kubiesa, shot. And it goes out. 1:20 to go here on the power play. 6:40 remaining in the period. Sweden gets it back. Bjork will clear all the way back out to center. Sikora will get that one back. Puck is stolen back then by Sweden. They'll come back here and regroup in their own end. Into the zone now, Curran. Try to pass that one to center. Stolen back then by Sweden and cleared. Down low now, Carroll will clear all the way back down the other way. 40 seconds to go on the Czechia power play. Here come the Czechs. Dumped into the Sweden zone. In the corner, Nestor still will clear that one around then to Carroll. Here's Carroll moving it now through center. 3-on-3. Short-handed here is Sweden still. And time winding down here on this Czech power play. They get it back. Benek. Rink wide then, down low. Politin battling for that puck. Eklund tried to clear out the center. Now down low. Czechs get it back. Here in the corner. Fed back up to the point. Curran. To the point then. Over a shot. Blocked. Again. And that'll do it for the power play. Down low here in the corner now. Czechs will try and get that one out. Now Eklund will clear out the center. Racing for that one with speed is Krantz out of the box. Stolen back then by Juracek down low, who will join the battle down low. And puck is still tied up down low in the corner with less than 5 minutes to go in this second period. Kept in the zone by Frondell. Frondell to Hackinson. Hackinson moves in behind the net. Fed up to the point. A shot. Goes off of Orserlock and back down low. Sweden trying to clear that one down low on the right side. Pass in front. Deflected. And back into the corner now. Nestor still racing for that puck. Stolen back then by Bjork. Shots are 20-10 in this World Junior Gold Medal game. Stenberg with the puck. Shoots it into the glove of Orserlock. Time winding down here in this gold medal game. Never ends, does it? All right. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It would mean a lot to me, of course. And a great gold medal game here regardless. It's been a fun commentary stream for sure. Face off here in the Czechia zone. The Czechs find themselves down 2-0 here in this gold medal game. Sweden wins the draw. Frondell tries to move to center. Broken up. Net comes away. Orserlock still makes the save. But the play is blown dead due to the net coming off. Shots are 22-10 in favor of Sweden with 4:11 remaining. Face-off one here by the Sweden, and puck goes off the post. And out of play as Salim Wilani has had a huge chance there. San Jose Sharks prospect. One of the heavier anticipated prospects here on Sweden, and Czechia gets bailed out there. A loud clank off the bar and out of play. And there's been a lot of post hits tonight. 4:08 left to go in the middle frame. Face off here in the Czechia zone. Face off, and Czechia will win the draw. Curran will come back into his own end now and regroup. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Czech get it right back out to center. Here's Novotny now the other way. Novotny through the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Herenstam. And there is no rebound there as he kept that one away. And that's the first real chance there in a while here for the Czechs. As it's been a lot of just... Sweden looks really strong so far. Harenstam's played awesome in the shots he's faced. They've played a well-rounded defensive game, and it's really shown here in this tournament and in this game. All right, face-off here now. Won by the Swedes. Boumediene with speed through center will clear that one down low. At the point. Stolen back then by Czechia. Curran will dump that one down low. Harenstam out of his net will throw that one to center ice. Stolen back then by Sikora, who will dump that one down low. Boumediene banks it off the boards and back to the right side. Berglund to Pettersson. Pettersson to Berglund. Back to Pettersson. Here's Lucas Pettersson now down the right side into the corner. Czechia trying to get that puck back. They'll do so successfully. Here's Sikora. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Dumped into the zone then by Bjork. And back into the corner. Bjork down low. Stolen back then by the Czechs. Stenberg. Battling for it with Sikora. Back over then for Stenberg on the right side. Pass over in front. And a huge chance there as Wallenius fed it in front to, I think that was Genborg. But it stayed out. Here's Bjork, who's knocked out of the zone. Now the Czechs bring it back in their own end. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Stenberg shoots it. Save. Rebounds there in front. And they cannot tuck that one. It's down low now in the corner once again. Behind the net, Stenberg. Looks to center. Shoots it. And it goes back into the corner. Shots are 25-11. Thank you, Rick. Shot there from Eriksson is denied by Ursulak. And the Swedes are starting to run away with things here in terms of the shooting department. They are playing a phenomenal game. All right. Face-off. Won by Sweden. They are carried out of the zone now, and the Swedes are forced to regroup. Final 2 minutes of play here in the second period. Cleared back down low in the corner, stolen back then by the Czechs. 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone now, battling forward is Novotny. Pass to center. And Nestrasil could not finish that pass. Eriksson battling for it down low. Taken back then by Orquist, who will bank that one out to center. Time winding down here in this second period. Czechia through center. Into the neutral zone now. Nestrasil, a shot goes off a Harenstam down low in the corner. Galvis intercepted by Sweden. Nearly sent Krantz on a 1-0 breakaway, and that one is swiftly denied. Through the zone now. And into the zone. Berglund, a shot denied. Rebounds there in front of Justavara. And Osterlock could not tuck that one in. Osterlock made the save. Other way around. Last minute of play here now in the second period. Shots are 26-12. Pasenica will clear out to center. Karel. Bank back into the Czechia zone. 40 seconds left. Puck goes up in the air, then taken back down low. Justavara racing for that puck. Behind the net. Poke check there by Justavara. Stolen back then by the Czechs, who are right there. Through center. Czechs bringing in now. Kubiesa gets tied up. 20 seconds to go. Sweden will clear out to center. In the feet of Yenborg there. Now back into the Czechia zone. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Puck will slide in then into the Sweden zone. Carroll around. Stolen back then by the Czechs. Behind the net now. Kubiesa gets tied up now in the corner. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and that will do it for the second period. Sweden, with a goal from Victor Eklund there in that second period, have a 2-0 lead through 40 minutes of play. Heading into the final period here of the gold medal game in just a moment. All right, that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we'll be back for the start of the third period momentarily. Seeing a few dives in this game for Chippy Game. Yeah, for sure. I agree. So it's Victor Eklund from Jack Berglund and Ivar Stenberg in that second period. And it's a 2-0 lead for Sweden here in this middle frame. Because like I can feel it coming, and it's just like it's suspenseful. It's waiting for it. Waits to center, denied, block, rebound. Frey to Stenberg, waits to center, denied, block, rebound. They score! Victor Eklund. Bless you, thank you. And the Swedes are up by 2 here in the gold medal game. Victor Eklund left all alone, and you can see the energy from him after that. All right. Still here in second intermission, getting ready for the third period of the gold medal game. All right.
Say this, but guys, I am leaving TikTok for a few days. The censorship on this platform is getting out of hand. One of the biggest news stories of the decade just broke, and I can hardly cover it. 5 videos removed in 2 days, and they don't even just remove it. They can now...
All right, second intermission here. What a great tournament, Amazing Hockey. Yeah, it's been a great tournament all around for sure. I agree. Somewhere William Eklund is smiling. All right. All right. Swedes goalie, glove hand is hot. Yeah, he's been phenomenal. Love is awesome. Got to be one of my favorites for sure in this tournament. Scratching my back. All right. Here in this second intermission. Getting ready for the third period in just a moment. All right, sorry about this, guys. Just updating my sheet here really quick. Sweden has been dominating this game. Absolutely. Sweden's been by far the better team. We'll see if that transitions over, though, because, again, you can dominate a game for a long time and a team can come back. Czechia can come back. We've seen it many times before in World Junior games. All right. All right. Just updating my thing here really quick. All right. So still in the second intermission. They're talking about McKenna. I'm just trying to listen to the conversation here. All right. Last commercial break here before we get into the third period, the third and final period of that of the World Junior Championships. Okay, still in commercial break, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll be live Wednesday, Thursday this week. So stay tuned for plenty more content coming to the channel here over the next couple of weeks. Again, with the World Juniors concluding soon, I imagine things will cool down a little bit, which is fine. That makes a lot of sense. All the streams will cool down here a little bit, and then we'll start getting ready for the Olympics coming up here very soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start the third period here between Team Sweden and Team Czechia. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Victor Eklund from Jack Berglund and Ivar Stenberg. Shots are 28-11 here through 40 minutes of play. It's been some pure dominance here from Team Sweden so far tonight. And they are just 20 minutes away from a gold medal. The suspense. All right. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Just waiting for them to enter the ice and everything gets started up there. All right. Third period between Team Sweden and Team Czechia for gold is underway. Face-off is won here by Czechia. They'll dump it into the Sweden zone. Battling forward now on the right side. Puck will slide all the way back into the Czechia end. Juracek off the boards. We'll bring it back then. Forced to Hard, stolen back then by Sweden, who will dump it down low. The Czechs are going to need a lot here if they want to come back against Sweden. Through center now. Dump into the zone there by Figerber. Sweden in their own zone. We'll move it back the other way then. Genborg trying to dump that one through. Stolen back then by the Czechs. 2-on-2. Curran into the zone. Throws it around now behind the net. Back up to the point, Paladin. Over to Galvis. Galvis fires it. Blocked in front. Sweden trying to pick it up now on the right side. Taken back then by the Czechs. Galvis shoots it. Denied. Back now down low in the corner. Benek. Here on the right side. We'll try and bank it down low. Cleared all the way back. And into the Czechia zone. And the Czechs will regroup. Off the boards here now. Galvis tried to take that puck. Intercepted then by the Swedes. And they will regroup here in their own end. Novotny. Down the right side then to Hoke. Who will dump that one down low now. Salim Melanius will bank that one off the boards here. And back over then to Berglund in the zone. Frey will regroup with the puck. Cleared back out to center. Tittlebach will attempt to dump that one down low. Stolen back then by Team Sweden. Here they come the other way. Frey into the zone. Drops it back. Nobody is there. Czechia will steal it. Or at least try to. Shots are 28-12 in favor of Sweden, who have dominated this game through the last few minutes. Shot from the point there denied by Herenstam. Again, the Swedes are playing a system where they're not allowing Czechia any room whatsoever. They got to get more shots on, that's for sure. 12 shots through 40 minutes of play. 13 is absolutely unacceptable. You cannot be riding with that. Kept in the zone here by Eklund, who will clear it down low now into the corner. Czechia takes it back. It's man behind the net. Through to center. Into the zone now. Klima. Pass in front. Denied by Herenstam as well. Now Sweden gets it back. Karel will bring that one to center. We'll bank it here into the Czechia zone. Klima now back to Juracek. Off the boards down low. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Genborg shoots it. Back now behind the net. Stenberg picks it up. Bjork pass in front. And Genborg was there for the rebound, but it did not get to him. And puck will slide all the way back into the Sweden zone. No icing. And they'll blow it dead. Thought it would be no icing for a second because it touched the net. But it did not touch Sweden. in Herenstam. Huge chance there for Genborg. And Orsolag makes the save with 16:48 remaining. Sweden with 30 shots on goal. Down low in the corner, Czechia battling for it. Genborg will look for options. Try sliding that one down low, stolen back then by Czechia, who will come out to center. Sahar on the right side, stolen back then by the Swedes. Banked off the boards now, and Stenberg will regroup around. Ivar Stenberg moves the puck through the neutral zone. Stenberg dekes in, gets forced down low now to the corner. Stenberg now looks for options. Ivar Stenberg over for Brumadine. He scores! I didn't even realize that went in for a second. Saka Brumadine. It's 3-0 Sweden. Oh my gosh. Saka Brumadine. And it is absolutely electric. 3-0 Sweden here in the gold medal game. And good retrieval there by Ivar Stenberg down low, and that's why he is absolutely phenomenal. Stenberg with his second assist of the night. And Saka Brumadine with a one-timer from the right circle goes under the pad of Orsolak. And Sweden leads 3-0 here in the third period of the gold medal game. And this absolute juggernaut of a Sweden team keeps on dominating. Back down low now in the Czechia zone. Out to center, stolen back then by the Swedes. Here's Berglund. Berglund, 2-on-1 into the zone, shoots it. And it goes off of Orsolak and back down low. Berglund at the point to Frondell, fires it. Blocked in front. Now Galvis. Through center then. Galvis into the zone. Will look for options. Fires it on net. Goes back down low now behind the net. Trying to play a wraparound pass there. And Czechia nearly got a chance to tie the game, but it did not go the way they wanted it to. Sweden will gain the red line and dump it down low. 15 minutes to go in the third period. Sweden with an early goal in this third period. It's 3-0. Behind the net now, Salim Elenius will backhand it all the way down the other way for an icing. And the dominance from Sweden keeps on coming here as they have limited Czechia to just 14 shots. And the Swedes have a 3-0 lead here in the gold medal game. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Here come the Swedes the other way. Frondell will wrap around, back up to the point. Taking it down low now is Eriksson. Eklund. Battling forward now on the right side is Pasenica now on the stolen back then by the Czechs. Novotny will bring that one here through center. Intercepted then by Sweden, and we got a penalty here against the Swedes. It'll be against Eriksson. And a chance for Czechia to get themselves on the board. And to get themselves back in this game. It'll be Eriksson who will head to the box. And for the third time tonight, Czechia will head to the power play. And there you go. And it's a minor penalty there against Linus Eriksson, who was a Florida Panthers draft pick. And it's a must-score power play for Czechia. 0 for 3 with only 2 shots. Czechia with the puck off the draw, shoots it wide. Down low now in the corner, Kubiesa. To the point then, Galvis. Galvis over. Sahara shot. Goes back down low into the corner. Here's Sahar. Down low. Novotny. Novotny to Sakura. Sakura holds the puck for Czechia. Down low to the corner, Sahar. To Novotny. Novotny looks. Waits for options. Shoots it on net. Blocked. And the puck will stay in the zone. Galvis. Down low. Pass in front. Novotny battling for it. And stolen back then by Sikora. At the point, Galvis over a chance. Denied by Harenstam. Almost a minute to go here on the power play. Sikora shot goes wide of Harenstam. Now Galvis to Sikora. Another chance. Goes wide as well. Kubiesa on the right side. Looks. Tried to throw a pass down low. Banked off the boards then. And Sweden will force it out of their own zone. And back into the Czechia end. Shots are 31-15. Czechia trying to move that one through the zone. And cleared back down low. Time winding down here on this Czechia power play. Benek. Back then to Nestor still. Stolen back again then by the Swedes and cleared all the way back into the Czechia zone. Through center now. Benek over a pass. Goes up in the air. And back down low. And cleared all the way back into the Czechia end. That will do it for the Czechia power play. Here's Sahar now through center. Gets broken up then by Stenberg. Czechia gets it back. Sahar to Benek. Pass in front. And it goes back now behind the net. Rebound chances there. Stolen back then by the Swedes. Stenberg plays it ahead. He gets knocked down to the ground. And Czechia will regroup with the puck in their own end. Benek will take it down the right side, trying to move it through center. Berglund trying to feed a pass over, and that was blocked. Cleared back down low now in the corner. Celine Wallenius will bank it off the boards, kept in though by Czechia. Down low here in the Sweden zone, banked out to center. Fiberger will have to regroup, being tied up now by Stenberg. Stolen back then by Kransak. To center now and tipped into the Sweden zone. 11:40 to go and counting. Czechia with the puck. Cleared back down low into the corner then by the likes of Klima. Sweden will move this one through center. Krantz will dump that one down low. Huge hit there on the likes of Dravecki. Through the zone now, Chudel shoots it on Harenstam. He'll make the save down low in the corner. Sweden looks for options. Krantz to center. Back then to Frondell. Here's Anton Frondell. Down low. Feeds it up to the point. Hawkinsons will send it into the corner. Eriksson gets it back. Kicked away by Czechia. Czechia steals it. And here they come the other way. Novotny over then for Tittlebach. Waits. Fires it. Saved by Harenstam again. Who has been great here tonight. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Czechia zone. And that'll be an icing. 10:36 left to go in the third period. Nearly halfway through this final period. Sweden leads 3-0. And I got to be honest with you guys, even if they get one past him, there is no way Czechia is getting 3 past this goaltender. No way. He is undefeated at these World Junior Championships with a .906 save percentage. Some of the best numbers of any goaltender in this tournament. He has started every single game for Sweden. Off the draw now, down low in the corner. Pass in front for Sakura, denied at the point. Down low now, Murtka behind the net. Trying to bank that one off the boards. Now back to the right side. Kept in by Galvis. Hawkinson battling for that puck with Eriksson. Puck is cleared all the way back out. And into the Czechia zone again for another icing. Face-off coming here now in the Sweden zone once again. The last time Sweden won a gold medal was in 2012. And they are 10 minutes away from winning another. Here's Atkinson. Pass forward then to Eklund. Eklund, he's got some room. He's in all alone, though. We'll just dump it around. That's the smart play. In the corner, Eklund will clear it back up to the point to Frey. Throws it around now behind the net as well. Novotny will play it to center to Nestrasil. Back into the Sweden zone. Now Frey steals it back. Trying to avoid Sahar. Pass all the way up then through speed. Genborg into the zone. Gets knocked down low. Back then for Curran. Genborg. Over then down low for Bjork. Bjork behind the net then for Stenberg. Ivar Stenberg. Down low. We'll throw that one behind the net. Salim Olenius. Plays it forward then for Genberg. Battling for it on the right side. Bjork. Down low to Stenberg. Pass in front. Nobody's there. Down low. Genberg still battling for it. Taken back here on the right side then by Curran. Stenberg tries to steal it back. And intercepted then by Juracek and cleared all the way back into the Sweden zone. 9 minutes to go in the third. Benek shoots it. And it goes wide. The net almost came on top of Herenstam. Puck goes back to center. Benek into the zone. Takes it down low. Sweden just trying to run time off the clock. Here they come the other way. 4-on-3. Pettersson brings it wide. Fires it. Save there by Ursulak. Berglund on the right side. Trying to feed that one up to the point. It'll do so successfully. Another shot goes up and wide. Man. Played back to Benek. Benek to Novotny. Novotny will take it wide of Salim Lenia. Shot saved by Herenstam. Rebound goes too far away for anybody to claim it. Czechia keeps it in the zone. Novotny down low. Battling forward with Eriksson, who tries to poke Czech ahead. And they'll battle for that puck here in the corner. Czechia breaks it free. Pass in front. Deking shot goes wide. It was blocked in front on a chance there for Besenica. Puck will slide wide of Herenstam. Shots are 32-19 in favor of Sweden. 7.5 minutes to go in the third. Ustavara will drop it back then for Salim Olenius. Not a lot of whistles here these last couple minutes. Salim Olenius back to Boumediene. He'll hold it here in his own zone. They'll take their sweet time. Eklund dumps it down low. Bjork battling for it now with Murtka. Stolen back then down low. Here come the Czechs the other way. With speed, it's Klima. Right side to Murtka. Intercepted then Kubiesa. Deflected. And all the way back down into the Czechia zone will be enough for an icing. Yes, it will. 32-19 are the shots. Sweden with a 3-0 lead here in this third period. Thank you all for tuning in and choosing my stream here for the IIHF World Juniors Gold Medal game. If you're new to the channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it. Face off. Won by the Swedes. Czechia keeps it in. They'll clear it down low. Sweden trying to get it out. Juracek fighting forward now with Boumediene, who has a goal tonight. Juracek shoots it, and it goes off the boards on the right side. Kept in here by the Czechs. Fibiger to Juracek. Shot deflected, and back to the right side. Sweden trying to clear. They'll do so successfully all the way back into the Czechia zone. Juracek tried to battle for it then with Anton Frondel. 6.5 minutes left here in the third period. Sweden steals it back. Cleared back out to center. Berglund on the right side to Stenberg. Ivar Stenberg will try to bring it into the zone. Decides to come back and loop around. Carroll will dump it down low. Berglund pass in front of backhand. Denied by Ursulak here down low. Now 6 minutes to go. Czechia through center. Galvis intercepts it. Galvis forced to come back here in his own end all the way. Cross-ice pass for Politsin. Now down low to Benek. Benek shoots it at the goal line. Denied by Herenstam. Sweden Steals it back to try and break it out the other way. They'll do so successfully. 2-on-1. Pettersson into the zone. Pass back at the point. A shot. Gloved by Ursulak. And after what felt like a million years of just nonstop play, we will go to commercial. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Sweden with a 3-0 lead. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new, of course. Holy crap, what a game this has been. What a game this has been. This has been one hell of a game, guys. I am really enjoying this. This has been phenomenal. Thank you all so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. All right, face-off coming here now in the Czechia zone. Only one gold medal in the last 44 World Junior tournaments for Sweden. They're about to make it two. Shots are 35-20 in favor of them. They've played phenomenal here tonight. 5.5 minutes to go. 2012 and 1981. Face off in the Czechia zone. Won by the Czechs. Try to clear that one out to center. Sweden will get it out. Salim Milenius. Over then for Frey in his own zone. Banked off the boards then. And cleared down low. Novotny will bring it down the other way. Backhanded into the zone. Approaching the 5-minute mark here of the third period. We are in crunch time. Keep an eye out for Czechia's Ursulak. They will pull him when they get the opportunity. Novotny battling for that puck then with Salim Milenius. Cleared back down low. Frey will bank that one out to the neutral zone, or at least try to. Will get it out there successfully. Novotny will deke it in. Intercepted by Sweden. Ivar Stenberg will come back and regroup. Into the zone here now. Genberg will drop it back behind the Czechia net. Here in the corner now, Fibiger. For Klima. 4:20 left to go in the third period. Fibiger will dump that one down low behind the net. On the right side, Bjork will clear out to center. Trying to race for that one then is Juracek, picked up then by the Swedes. Moves to center, a shot. Goes wide of Ursulak. 4 to go in the third. Kubiesa on the right side, kept in here by the Czechs. Fibiger will send it down low, but it's blown dead. Or no, it's not blown dead. I thought it was blown dead for an offsides. Here's Karel. Back over then for Galvis. Intercepted then by Sweden. They'll backhand it down low here into the Czechia zone. 36-21. Keep an eye out for Ursulak. They will pull him when they get the chance. Back here into the Czechia zone. It'll be an icing against Sweden. Love Harenstam, a St. Louis Blues prospect, has been lighting it up here in the World Junior Championships. It stops all 21 shots that have come his way here in this gold medal game. Wow. Empty net here for Czechia. They have pulled Ursulak. Down 3-0. Shots are 36-21. 3:20 left in the third. It is officially crunch time. We will see if Czechia can perform an unbelievable comeback. Sakura will take the draw against Eriksson. Face-off. Won by the Swedes. Czechia gets it back. Battling forward here now. They'll set up. Fibiger. Down low. Benak. Tied up quickly. Pass in front. Intercepted. Sakura now to the point. Juracek to Sakura. Shoots it. Blocked. Another chance. Goes wide. Sikora. Down low to Nestrasil. Back to Sikora. Less than 3 minutes to go. Nestrasil. Pass in front. Deflects off his stick and back behind the net. Now Benek. Battling forward here on the right side. Cleared back down low. Novotny. Pass in front. Puck goes up in the air. Down low now. Cleared around by Boumediene. And they try and get it out. They cannot. Sakura. Down low. Nestrasil. Pass in front. Nobody's there. Over to Juracek. They score! He looks at the clock as soon as he scores. Adam Juracek breaks the shutout with 2:24 remaining. And the Czechs are on the board. Okay. That's one for the Czechs. 2:24 left to go. Third of the way there. It's going to take a miracle. But they're a third of the way there. On Sweden. And yeah, again, hit the goal camera. Huh. Goalie back in here for Czechia. Face off here at center ice. Shots are 36-22. Czechia will take it. They will dump it into the Sweden zone. It's Juracek from Fibiger and Nestrasil. Going to the empty net is Ursulak. Czechia will pull once again. Galvis with 2 minutes to go. Brings it through the zone. Drop back then for Kubiesa. Thrown around now behind the net. Czechia keeps it. Galvis at the point. Down low, Kubiesa. Looks to Galvis. Down low, a shot. Goes wide. Galvis. Down low to Kubiesa. 1:45 to go. Shot on net's blocked. Rebounds there. Kubiesa saved by Herenstam. Rebounds in front. And they can't tuck it through. Sweden tries to clear. Galvis over Sahara shot. Goes wide. Kubiesa gets it back at the point. 1:30 to go. Kubiesa. To Nowitzki, a shot. Goes wide. 1:20 left here in the third. Czechia down by 2. Pass in front. They can't connect. Kubiesa. Over. A shot. Denied. Kubiesa gets it right back. Looks. Fires it wide. Czechia keeps it in the zone to Galvis. Down low. Trying to move the puck around then is Fibiger. Galvis dekes into the zone. Poke checked away. It comes out of the zone. Last minute of play in the third period. 50 seconds and winding down. Salim Wallenius will hold it against the boards. He'll take it and clear. Tries to shoot for the empty net. Kept in by the Czechs. 35 seconds to go. Fibiger shoots it down low. Czechs get it back now behind that. Pass in front. Denied by Herenstam. Less than 30 to go now. At the point. A shot. They score! Kubiesa. It's 3-2. 23 seconds left. Oh, brother. Kubiesa with less than 30 seconds to go. Let me show my door real quick, guys. Thank you. Kubiesa. 3-2. Here in the third period. The only challenge that they have left now is the clock. They will call a timeout. Shots are 36-28. The Czechs have come back here in these last couple minutes. Good Lord. Orsolak will go back to the Czech goal. All right. 23.3 seconds left. Sikora will take the face-off against Bjork. Assist on that goal are from Fibiger and Sahar. 23 seconds left. Bjork versus Sikora. Czechia wins the draw. Sikora shoots it on Herenstam. He makes the save. Down low behind the net. 15 seconds left. Czechia battling for it. Empty net for the Czechs. Puck will slide to the empty net. Stenberg puts it away. Ivar Stenberg with 8 seconds left. 4-2 Sweden. And they will win gold. It got scary there for a moment, but Ivar Stenberg with the empty net. Wow. Wow. Ivar Stenberg, a projected top draft pick. Wow. Tears in the crowd, and not just for the Czechs. 9.2 seconds left. 1981 and 2012. Puck is dumped into the Czechia zone. 1981 and 2012. And now 2026. Sweden wins gold at the World Junior Championships. Final score, Sweden 4 and Czechia 2. And Sweden wins gold at the World Juniors. Wow. What a game. And what a performance from Sweden. This is an absolute juggernaut of a team. Wow. Is dumped into the Czechia zone. 1981 and 2012. And now 2026. Sweden. Wow. Usually I take these moments to be silent and just let the feelings just sink in. And Sweden wins gold at the World Juniors. Sweden, for the third time in this World Junior tournament, and the first time since 2012, wins the World Junior Championships. You got to give him credit. Phenomenal hockey game. Phenomenal. Phenomenal tournament. Phenomenal team. Just such a incredible team here. Ivar Stenberg, top prospect in this upcoming draft. This tournament alone might have put him first overall. Anton Frondell, third overall pick from last year. Absolutely incredible. They were a shootout save away from being in the bronze medal game today. Jack Berglund with that shootout goal, followed by Anton Frondel. And then tonight, Stenberg, a goal and 2 assists. Saka Boumadine, Victor Eklund, Kasper Justovara. Wow. What a team you got here in Sweden. And we're going to look back at this team in a couple of years as a team that had a lot of great NHLers. There's a lot of guys on this roster who will make the NHL. Wow. What a tournament. What a tournament. What a team. That was a wild ending. I am a little bit shocked that it went the way it did. The Czechs made it really close. If there was more time to be had, I think Czechia would have tied it. Man. Well, there you go, guys. That is my coverage of the World Junior Championships. What a phenomenal last couple of days this has been. Covering the semifinal. I mean, I covered the whole tournament through the prelims. I mean, my top performers series, which did really well. Covering, you know, covering the prelims and all that. This has been phenomenal. This has been a phenomenal couple of days. Yesterday was the best day my channel has ever had in the history of it. I am not going to lie to you guys. I've been streaming for 4 straight days. I haven't gotten a ton of sleep. It's been like nonstop content, especially since this World Junior Tournament has started. What a freaking wow. Thank you all. I mean, you guys are saying thank you. No, I can't do this without you guys. This has been an incredible tournament. I've had so much fun covering it. It's really my first one where I've actually like really gone in depth with covering it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. Seriously. It wouldn't matter without y'all. All right. Well, I mean, they're going to hand out the medals, and I really can't show you that without copyright. So I guess that's it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We'll be back on Wednesday with more NHL live commentary. Sharks and Kings is first up on the docket. Thank you all so much for your support the last couple days and throughout this whole season. We're not done yet, and we got plenty of more coverage and plenty of more streams and plenty of great moments coming here in the next couple of weeks. All right. That'll be it for me. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys